Hello and welcome to the winners announcement video for Brick Train Awards 2021. Just a quick thanks to our sponsors, Trick Bricks, who have sponsored prizes globally, Brick Tracks, who have sponsored prizes in the Americas, Train Bricks, who have sponsored all of the Steam Loco categories, and to No Starch Press, who have sponsored all of the global winners with a copy of the Lego Project book. So we can move on. I'm sure you're pretty eager to hear who won. And we're going to start with Cale from BMR reading the winners for the Americas region.
Hello, let's get started. So for the North American region, winner for Best Steam Locomotive was the New York Central L2A class Mohawk from Glen Holland from the USA. Best Diesel Locomotive, Chessie System GP38 Locomotive from Aaron Burnett, also from the USA. Moving on to Best Electric Locomotive, we have the Acela Power Car from Michael Ruzzi. He is also from the USA. Next, Best Other Locomotive, we have Narrow Gauge Shay from Rob Hendricks from the USA. For Best Passenger Wagon, we have the Amfleet 2 coach from Ben Koifman from the USA. Best Freight Wagon, the Gunderson 40-foot intermodal well cars from Ryan Harris. He is from Canada. Best Special Wagon goes to the Nickel Plate Road Bay Window Caboose from Nick Dombey from the USA. Best Structure goes to the Germantown, Maryland train station from Eric Swanson from the USA. Best TFOL locomotive for the Americas is the Strasburg Railroad number 90 from Jonathan Arts from the USA. Best TFOL wagon is the NER LNER 15-ton brake van from Owen Mester from the USA. And then finally, Best TFOL display from North America is the Canadian National Layout from Calvin Bramble from Canada.
Okay, thank you, Cal. I'm going to do the Asian region entries, so apologies if I mispronounce any names, which I am bound to do. Best Steam Locomotive goes to the Toby the Tram Engine by Amino from Japan. Best Diesel Locomotive goes to Japan National Railway Class DD51 from Katsuaki Matsubara in Japan again. Best Electric Locomotive goes to JR East E257 Series 2000 type from 5 Udon, or Sudon, possibly, from Japan. Best Other Locomotive in the Asian region goes to the 24 class locomotive by Farouk from Singapore. Best Passenger Wagon goes to the Japanese Railway Observation Class 50701 by Masuzushi from Japan. Best Freight Wagon goes to Japan National Railways Taki 64,000 tanker by Sekiyama from Japan. Best Special Wagon goes to the Plaza Anthura 0916 CST from Masu Kiso in Japan again. Best Structure goes to Japan National Railways Railway Ferry Mashumara by Sekiyama in Japan. Best TFOL Locomotive goes to Hokkaido Class H100 prototype by a builder called Nudie Branch in Japan. The Best TFOL Wagon goes to Multitasker KRC 810N. I have definitely got that wrong, sorry, by Nudie Branch again. And Best TFOL Display goes to Asahikawa Station by Nudie Branch again from Japan. So I'm going to pass over to Alex, who's going to read our Australasian entries for us.
Okay, the winner for the Best Steam Locomotive was the LNER W1 class by Ewart Rowling from New South Wales. The Best Diesel Locomotive is the South Australian Railways 900 class by Damien Gretz from South Australia. Best electric locomotive, SNCF Class CC 6500 by John Marshall from Victoria. The best other loco was a New Zealand V-Class locomotive that had been recovered from a river after being dumped there, built by Russell Frampton from New Zealand. Moving on to wagons, the best passenger wagon was the sleeping car from the Overland train built by Mike Pianta from Victoria. Best freight wagon, the 7-plank coal wagons by Liam Biggs from New Zealand. And the best special wagon, the IUV 100 track recording vehicle by Ben Gretsch from Victoria. Best structure was the Lokschuppen engine shed by Dolfmeister from Australia. The best TFOL loco was Victorian Railways Rail Tractor by Oscar Vanden Vogt from Victoria. And the best TFOL wagon, the Victorian Railways ABE passenger carriage and steamroller livery by James Molenkamp from Victoria. And we didn't have any entries for the best TFOL display category.
Thank you, Alex. And finally, the European regional winners, and I'll pass across to Enrico for that.
For best steam locomotive, the LNUR Tornado in X-Works grey livery by Andrew Harvey from the UK. The best diesel locomotive, the C 1400 by André Pinto from Portugal. Best electric locomotive, Stadler KISS 2 from Gaber Horvath from Austria. Best other locomotive, Stephens Rocket by Steve Mays from the UK. Best passenger wagon for the Pullman kitchen car by Wilm Elliott and Matt Dawson from UK. Best freight wagon, the powered 2-axle European boxcar from Joe Brown, also from the UK. Best special wagon, the Pruisen Gepaktwagen Type PG from Peter Post from the Netherlands. Best structure, the Lego 12-volt roundhouse from Hogler Mattes from Germany. Best TFOL locomotive, the DB Bauhaide 44 from Thomas de Groot from the Netherlands. Best TFOL wagon, the NS Mod 24 MC Blokkendoos from Jelle. And best TFOL display, English branch line station from Samuel LeConte from the UK.
Thanks, Enrico. So that's all of the regional winners for every category. We can move on to the global winners. So we'll be starting with locomotives again. So after a lot of discussion this evening, we've arrived at the final, and there will be 13 global winners. So best steam locomotive is the LNER W1 class Hush Hush by Ewart Rowling in Australia. Best diesel locomotive is the Japan National Railway class DD51 by Katsuaki Matsubara in Japan. Best electric locomotive is the Stadler KISS 2 by Gabor Harbath in Austria. Best other locomotive is the narrow gauge Shay 1/48 scale by Rob Hendricks in the USA. And I'm going to pass over to, I've lost my notes. I'll pass over to Cale for the wagons now.
All right, for the global winners for wagons, for freight, we have the Gunderson 40-foot intermodal well cars from Ryan Harris from Canada. For best passenger wagon global, we have the Overlord Doral sleeping car from Mike Pianta, from Australia. And for best special wagon, we have the Prussian, I'm going to murder this, Prussian Gepaktwagen type PG from Peter Post from the Netherlands.
Thank you. And we can move on to TFOL entries, which Alex is going to read for us.
Okay, best TFOL locomotive, it was the Strasbourg Railroad number 90 by Jonathan Arts from the USA. Best TFOL wagon, the NER LNER 15-ton brake wagon by Owen Meshter from the USA. And the best TFOL display was the English branch line station by Samuel Lecourt from the UK.
Thank you. And finally, Enrico with the remaining categories.
First of all, the structure for the global winner is the Germantown, Maryland train station from Eric Swanson from the USA. For individual display, the Christmas Lego train layout in Copenhagen toy shop by Lars Mogensen from Denmark. And for group display winners is the Zubru toy train layout from Zubru Log from Poland. And I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name.
I'm glad I gave you that job. Thank you, Enrico. So some excellent winners there. Thank you very much to everybody who entered. We had the official count was 774 entries. So thank you very much to everybody who entered. We hope to be back next year, but I might sleep for a couple of months first. Thanks again to our sponsors, so Tricks Bricks, who have very generously sponsored every prize basically in the world. So they're shipping a lot of Tricks Bricks packs all over the world. Also to Brick Tracks, No Starch Press, Train Bricks as well. It's always really appreciated, and it makes the awards a little bit more special if you get something for winning as well. Of course, the winners will also receive the exclusive Brick Train Awards Winners Brick for the year. Look out if you have one. You should have an email with you either now or very soon for a form to fill in to claim your prizes. So congratulations again to the winners, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.
Oh, that was perfectly done.